Yo guys, what is up? It is CJ or Sorable bringing this video on my channel once again. Now in today's video, we're going to be doing the 35,000 subscriber Q&A. Now I made the thank you for 35k video about a month ago, and I'm sorry that it's taken me this long to get the video out, but with work and my girlfriend and even this, it's just been really busy to just try to fit this in anywhere. Before we get into it, I just want to say I'm very sorry for not uploading and or streaming for a whole week. Work has been very busy, and I also actually did go down to Houston, Texas to see my mom, my brother, my sister, my whole mom side of the family. And I just didn't have time to get videos ready for those days. First off, if you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe. Help me get to 40,000 subscribers. But without further ado, we're just gonna hop into the Q&A. Now, this is actually kind of special since I haven't done a Q&A since I was at 10,000 subscribers. First comment comes from Gigaface Live. He said, 35k Q&A. First, congrats on 35k. Question 1, where do you live? Question 2, are you in a relationship? Sorry if this is too personnel. Thank you for the congratulations. I live in Missouri in the United States. And yes, I am in a relationship. Guys, I've been in a relationship for almost 4 years now with my beautiful girlfriend, Laura. We call her Laurable because, you know, like Sorable, you get it? Next question comes from Neonfinity, hashtag 35k Q&A. Question 1, when did you start playing Krunker? And question 2, where do you live in general? This was what I was saying, guys. Please pay attention to everyone else asking comments, so maybe you can ask a unique one. Thankfully, he did ask, when did you start playing Krunker? I started playing Krunker in about the very beginning of August, I think August 16th, 2019 to be exact. I saw Nuda playing it a bunch, and I really enjoy Nuda, so I was like, you know what, I'll try it out. I played it on stream, like while I was streaming Fortnite, like behind the scenes, and I was having a blast, and I just fell in love with it. Next question comes from Jitter, and he says, hashtag 35k Q&A, are you ever gonna do a setup tour? Love you. Love you too, dog. Jitter did ask this about 3 weeks ago before I posted my setup tour, but if you guys have not seen the setup tour, it'll be up there. By the way, I always forget to mention this, there is Krunker gameplay in the back, so hopefully you guys do enjoy that. Next comment comes from HD Norm, and he says, house tour question mark. I would like to do a house tour, I'm just not perfectly happy with how the house looks at all times, so yeah, I don't know. Next comment comes from Aishan Desai. Hopefully I said that right. You said, have you ever thought about making a collab with like UCD or Phils? Yes, actually, I would love to collab with both of them. Me and UCD have actually been in talk, but since he lives in Australia, our connection together are not gonna be great. But we have a few other ideas, but a few things have to come out in Krunker first. And then with Phil's good, man, he's an awesome guy, he's an amazing guy. He actually literally sent me this mouse. I just don't know what kind of content I would make with him. If he has an idea, I am super down, and I am super down in general. I feel like my video ideas are not worthy of his time, in a sense. If you guys don't know who Phil's good man is, he makes amazing content. I want you guys to go check him out, okay? Zero asks, so what are your thoughts on the balance on classes in Krunker, like any OP classes or any underpowered classes? So, I mean, I think there's a pretty valid argument for all of them, but to be fair, they all work fairly well together. Only thing that's really underpowered, and I feel like it has to be, is the crossbow, and I feel like it can be overpowered if you get insanely good with it. So in that case, it's more or less balanced. So at the moment, I think it is a-okay. Next comment comes from Hizik86. Says, 1, do you have any pets? 2, is being a YouTuber easy? And 3, can I 1v1 you please? So 1, do you have any pets? At the moment, no. I used to have a dog for like 10 years. Sadly, he passed away. RIP Sam Dog. 2, is being a YouTuber easy? It depends on what you mean by easy and the way you look at things, I guess. So I guess if you're a full-time YouTuber, it'd be easier than being a part-time YouTuber. But at the same time, like, you're not working as hard as some of these construction workers in theory. Like, they're going out for 16 hours a day working physical labor compared to you probably just sitting here like 10 hours a day making videos. Yes, YouTube is not easy, but it's easier than most jobs. Only thing I will say is it's a 24/7 job. It's not just a work your 8 hours, go home type job. It is, you're always thinking about it, you're always trying to improve, you're always trying to think of ideas, you're always recording, you're always editing, you're always streaming sometimes maybe. I know personally for me, I have a full-time job, I stream, I upload 3 times a week, I also have a girlfriend, and I also have myself, and I tend to focus on those 4 things over myself a lot. But it's just kind of what I have to do at the moment. I am so hungry for this, and I just want it more than anything, so I'm just kind of grinding and seeing where it goes, and it's been awesome so far. For like a typical day of CJ Or Sorable, I will literally wake up at like 9 AM, work on a video till about 4 PM, upload that video, go to work, come home, and stream. And then literally around like 2 or 3 AM, I finally have time for myself, but I also have to be up in 5 hours to record another video. So it depends on who you ask. I would say being a YouTuber is a very hard task if you have other things going on in your life, but if for some reason YouTube YouTube is the only thing in your life, I'm sure it is not that stressful. 3, can I 1v1 you please? I just don't really 1v1. I don't know. It doesn't really prove anything, in my opinion. And if I 1v1 you, I'd have to 1v1 1,000 other people. Next question comes from Epic Flying Horse. It says, so when are we gonna make this collab happen, Daddy? Whenever the hell you want, man. I'm down for whatever. Krunker on my channel, Skate 3 on yours, or whatever you want to do. Next comment comes from '/. He asked, if you could meet any YouTuber, who would it be? That's a hard one, man. I don't know. Honestly, first 2 people that came to mind, I don't know if there's a greater one than these in the back of my head I can't think of. But I'd either want to meet FaZe Rain, aka Northern Chat, or I'd want to meet Matthew Nadeshot Haig, the CEO of 100 Thieves. I don't know, I've been huge fans of both of those guys since I was like 11, so. Next comment comes from I'm Easy CJ. What a name. It says, congrats, I'm really proud of you. You've really inspired me in many ways, not just Krunker, but YouTube and IRL. That really means a lot to me. That's the whole point I do this, so that's awesome. It says, have you ever played any sports? If you have, what sport? I mean, of course I've played sports. I feel like most kids have played sports somewhere in their life, but the most serious I ever got with sports was like in 5th grade with basketball. Next comment comes from Nice Boys. He says, will you ever do a draw my life? I don't really want to. I don't really know how to draw, but if I ever hit 1 million subscribers, remember this moment, I'll do a draw my life, I guess. It'd be a very long and confusing video. Next comment comes from Dami saying, are you ever going to upload other games? I've been here since Skate 3 BT dubs. Shout out to you for being here since Skate 3. If you guys do not know, I used to upload Skate 3, then Destiny, then Fortnite, and here we are. I would love to upload other games. It's just with the YouTube algorithm and how it works, those games are going to perform worse than my Krunker videos, and I want every Krunker video to kind of be a banger. Long story short, I would love to, I just don't think it'd be in my best interest. Next comment comes from Xavier Roberts saying, why did you start your YouTube channel? Congrats. Thank you, Xavier. Why did I start my YouTube channel? Well, I don't know why I started this one, but I know back when I was like 9 or so years old, my brother had a YouTube channel and we really just liked YouTube, and I was watching people like Daystorm, iJustine, and all of them, and I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world that they were making a living off just making these videos. And back then, it was way less production. It was more or less just very, very terrible vlogs, which are still entertaining. And I guess I just wanted to do that and be like that. And I made this channel back on April 21st, 2013, and it was just meant for Skate 3 and Skate 3 clips, and it just kind of stuck. But if you've asked 20-year-old CJ, I made it to inspire people, to make people happy, and to try to make the most interesting content I can. Next comment comes from Steven Demetric. He says, anything you wish to do in life before you die? Example, skydiving, skin diving, learning how to surf, stuff like that. I have a lot of goals I would like to accomplish before I die, but maybe not as extreme as those. I guess if I was gonna do anything before I die, skydiving would be cool. I really need to travel more. I've barely been out of like my hometown. A few things I do want to do before I die is obviously become successful. I think that's the end goal in anyone's life. Not necessarily on YouTube or anywhere, I just want to be successful. I want to be respected as a person, and I want to be a good man. Next comment comes from my very, very good friend Tyler, or Forget Things, saying, can I try out for above skating? I promise I'm good. If you guys know what above skating is, you guys are truly OGs. Next comment comes from Cynic saying, did you ever think of a different name when starting out your channel? Also, how do you get the name Sorable? So, obviously, I've had numerous different names, just how the Xbox gamertag cycle goes. My first gamertag was CJX0XD, then it was CJX0XD24, then it was CJX0XD024, because I kept on forgetting my password. And then I made it, I think I made my gamertag XOMLX icon because it was on my level with the Halo Reach clan. I have a whole video on this, by the way, if you guys want to look up Sorable gamertags, it'll pop up. But then I had Awake icon, no, and then I had Cyric icon, which was a Skate 3 clan, that became Awake icon, which was my Skate 3 clan. And then it just goes from there. There's a few other names I did have when I was starting this channel, but the thing that stuck was Complying Zephyr. That is my YouTube URL. I like the word Zephyr from Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, and the complying, like no complying, I just took out the no, so it's like Complying Zephyr. I kind of honestly stole it from this other Skate 3 YouTuber at the time. His name was Reverting Rens. I thought that was really cool, so I was like, Complying Zephyr, and it just stuck. And then I had a few other names, but Sorable most definitely stuck. Like a few gamer tags before this one were Aero, Aetherus, and stuff like that. So yeah, Sorable stuck, and the way I got Sorable is I sat there for like probably about 24 hours with one of my best friends, James, and we were trying to think of like OG gamer tags and stuff like that. And I like Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and I was just thinking of like a the end part. And I was like, I want it to be able or able. And so I put Sora, able, Sorable. I'm not gonna put this in the Q&A, but someone just asked, do you have a family? Outship commented saying, when do you most of the time publish videos? More specifically, what time do you upload videos? I'm assuming he asked like what time I plan to put my video up for the day, and it really just depends on where you live. I live in the Central Eastern time zone, so I'm an hour behind Eastern, 2 hours ahead of like California time and stuff like that. So I kind of try to think of my own country and what people are doing in that time. So if I were to upload at 3 p.m. my time, it'll be 4 p.m. for Eastern, but it'll still be about 1 p.m. for California. And those people are probably still in school. So depending on your time zone and where you live, I would try to upload around like 4 or 5 p.m. so everyone is out of school. But obviously I'm a very inconsistent YouTuber, and I think this video is going to go up very late today, so I'm sorry. Next comment comes from one of my stream OGs, Fatless, says hashtag 35k QNA, what is your scope, what is your FOV, and lastly, what is your real life name? And then he says, okay, I'm joking, don't ban me. Real question, 1, how did you come up with the name Sorable? Fatty, I already explained that. 2, what has been your most favorite, most memorable moment when streaming? Now that's a really hard one since I've streamed for thousands of hours. There's so many good memories in there. I think when it's just like, when all of my stream OGs are there, all my regulars are there, and we're just playing games, and time is just flying, and we're having a good time together in the chat, or just together in game. Like mostly this comes up with like Destiny 1 and Fortnite, just playing it for hours, just not caring about anything, just playing the game and talking to you guys. I think those are my favorite memories. I think back on those the most. I don't know if I can nail down a specific favorite memory, because they're all so memorable. Okay, so here's the deal. I just realized I forgot this video got like 500 comments. So I'm going to stop answering all of them and just kind of going on what is mostly interesting. So from here on out, if your question does not get in, I'm very sorry. I just had so many comments, but just know I'm looking at all of them right now. We got a comment from Zeddy86 saying, what is your current job and what would you like to do with YouTube in the future? So my current job is I'm a pizza delivery driver for a fast food pizza chain, and it's honestly really good money. It's really easy. I don't really mind it. It's just time consuming. And is there anything you'd like to do with YouTube in the future? I'd like to get more into like, I'd like to dabble in more of like real life content, but I don't know. I'm so used to making gaming content that it just works. Next comment comes from the only OG, my actual biological father, young James, saying, what overlay do you use? JK, congrats. Who's your favorite dad? Besides Skate 3, what is your favorite game of all time? I don't know. I have a huge tie forever in my heart from Skate 3, Destiny 1, and Halo Reach as my favorite games of all time. Skate 3 is just so memorable with team lobbies and everything it did for me. Destiny 1 was just so fun with actually wasting my life on it. And then Halo Reach, pretty much same as Destiny. And so I don't know, between those three. I said I'm not going to answer every question, but you guys asked a lot of good questions. Next question comes from Jesse Shaw, says, when are you playing Destiny again? Realistically, probably never, on video or stream. I played Shadowkeep a lot when it first came out, but it just got boring as hell to me. I just don't think the game is fun anymore, in my personal opinion. And it's not like I don't love the Destiny community anymore, I just don't love the game anymore. So I hope you guys can understand that. This video is going to be so much longer than... Next comment comes from Kishna Play, says, good job dude, my channel has 25, but besides that, what's your favorite food and why? So, my favorite food in the world, you guys are gonna hate me for this, but my favorite food in the world is beef liver. I don't know why, I didn't choose it to be this way. My first memory, I'm literally not even kidding you, is me eating beef liver at a place called Louie's with my cousin Dylan. I've just always loved beef liver. I also really like sushi, and I love all food, not even gonna lie. I'm one of the least picky persons I know. I feel so bad for skipping over so many comments, but I just can't right now. Next question comes from Zachary Harger. It says, when did you start playing video games? I think I've been playing video games since the beginning of time, like, you know, BC. No, but in all actuality, one of my first memories of playing video games is playing Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast. It was the demo version, but I'm pretty sure I was playing games before that. So probably like 2001, 2002. Next comment comes from Vizio, and he asked me, what is my ultimate dream car? My ultimate dream car probably is just some type of Tesla. I think Teslas are really awesome. I really like the way they look, the aesthetic, the way they work. I used to want a BMW i8, but everyone and their grandma wants a BMW i8, and I was like, I just don't like them that much anymore. So probably like a Tesla, but I guess in a different world where I was a quadrillionaire, I also maybe would like a McLaren. Next comment comes from Aiden Peep. He says, do you have any siblings? And if so, what do they think of your channel? So I have numerous amount of siblings. I have a half brother, a half sister, 2 stepbrothers. What do they think of my channel? I don't think all of them really understand the scale of it. I think they just know that I have a big YouTube channel, but they think it's cool. I just don't think they truly understand the scale of what's happening. I really like this question. Next question comes from Colt Long D. He says, if you had $1 million, what would you do with it? If I had $1 million, I would probably buy a decent house, just like a normal house. I would buy a very decent car, like, you know, an average size car, like average price car. And then with the rest of it, I would save and invest a lot of it and also give a lot of it away. That's what I would try to do. I don't know. It depends on how everything costed. Mr. Gunner asked, what is your goal in life? And I kind of answered this briefly above, but at the end of my life, I just want to be able to look back and say, I had a good life, I gave my kids and my wife a good life, and that I was just successful and respected as a good man. That's all I really want. It doesn't have to necessarily be through YouTube. It doesn't have to necessarily be through anything. I don't have to be rich, I don't have to be poor. I just want to get enough money to support my family and to make everyone happy, and I want to raise good kids, and I want to be known as a good man. And also, I'd like to hit 1 million subscribers, but if it doesn't happen, I won't die. Next question comes from Mr. Dirtface, and he asked me, what do you record with? I'm assuming he means for everything, and I actually had one of my really good streaming / YouTube friends ask me how I even set up all this. So I have 2 monitors. One my Krunker is on, and one everything else is on. So I use OBS to record my face cam, which is kind of weird to some people, but it's just how I do it. And I use my Elgato HD60S to record my other monitor to record Krunker, because that's the way it comes out the clearest for me personally. That's how I do it. I also have a Blue Yeti. It's right here. You can't see it though. I really like this question. We have a question from Sloglegal Clock. He asked, are you doing YouTube full time? What's your highest education? And what will you do for a living if your YouTube or YouTube got banned? So I am not doing YouTube at the moment full time. I could probably get by with doing YouTube full time, but it'd be a huge stretch, especially around the holidays. It's not worth it. My highest education is a high school diploma. I graduated high school, which is the highest form of mandatory school where I live. And he says, what will you do for a living if YouTubing or YouTube got banned? I'd probably either become an editor or just focus on streaming a lot. There's a lot of things that come from being like a YouTuber and a streamer, and it kind of opens other avenues for you. Well, this got really dark. Seasons asks, what is your greatest fear, CJ? My greatest fear? I don't know, it's different for everyone. I have like certain phobias that are really peculiar. Like I have a thing called megalophobia, and I am just terrified of things larger than me. And not just like someone who's 6 foot compared to me who is way shorter than that, but I'm talking about like skyscrapers, blue whales, space. That stuff scares me so bad, and I don't know why. Like if I was thrown into the ocean next to a blue whale, I think I would just drown. But I like the actual greatest fear in my life is probably 2 things. It's probably the fear of failure, and I'm not personally scared to die. I mean, I'd rather not, but I think I'm more scared of like my loved ones dying. I think about it all the time. Anytime anyone hits me up and it's like in a sketchy situation, I'm just terrified of my loved ones dying, I guess, is my biggest fear. Yeah, guys, if you did not make it in this video, I'm terribly sorry. There's just so many questions. I want to answer all of them. I just cannot. This is going to be such a long video. I'm so sorry. Next question is, do you skate in real life? I used to. I will just admit, I was never too great. I could ollie. I could barely kickflip. I was way better at vert and doing vert stalls, but besides that, that's about as much as my skating goes. This is the question I'm just going to answer because I feel like a lot of people are confused by it. I don't know how to say this person's name. Gurpartop. Hopefully I said that right. I'm so sorry. They said, why did you leave care? Guys, I did not leave care necessarily. I'm just in verb, so I cannot have the care clan tag, and I am also like a part owner of care. Next comment comes from my very good friend Revney. He asks, what do you see yourself doing in 10 years? Will you be doing any promotions with advanced or giveaways? Will you be doing any collabs with smaller streamers? What would I see myself doing in 10 years? In 10 years, it'll be right around 2030. That is crazy. It'll be 2029, my lord. I will be 30 years old. In 10 years, I don't know what I'll be doing career-wise, because at least with how everything's been going, it is so in the blue. But I will probably be raising a family with Laura in 10 years, and she will be a doctor. So, and will you be doing any promotions with advanced or giveaways? It's hard to explain, but I'm a lower tier partner with advanced. So if I had a bigger stream and stuff, they would give me more stuff to give away. But at the moment, It's just not profitable. And with giveaways, I plan to do some like Krunker giveaways when I can, and we'll be doing any collabs with smaller streamers and stuff like that. I am down as long as it is beneficial to both people, not necessarily in growth. I just don't want to make a weird video just for someone else to get exposure. You know what I mean? I want it to be fun for everyone. And then lastly, I can't believe I'm putting this in the video, but Running Woodchuck says your nose is big, no offense. And then my dad replied saying it's my fault. So yeah, that is the end of the Q&A. This is probably going to be a very long video, but I just wanted to say everyone asked very good questions. Just everyone asked around the same question, and some of them were just not that. I had to pick some other comments over others, if that makes sense. So everyone who commented a question, I answered it in my head. I just didn't answer it verbally, so I'm very sorry, but hopefully you guys did enjoy this 35k Q&A. We're getting very close to 40k, and I don't really know what to do at 40k, but I also don't even know what to do at 50k, so we'll figure that out ASAP. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure you guys do subscribe. I am actually planning on uploading Krunker tomorrow. So yeah, we're getting back in the swing of things, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. And as always, it's been your boy, CJ Or Sorable. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.